What's up, guys? Alfredo here with some more of that Halo 4 commentary one time. Of course, this is gameplay that makes me look way better than I really am at the game of Halo. And if you don't already know, these are released every Thursday on a weekly basis. So make sure you guys tune into these commentaries whenever you have free time. As far as this week's discussion goes, I'm going to be talking about why Disney ruined one of my favorite shows growing up, Doug. But before that, I want to go ahead and give you a little bit of a background on this week's match. Now, the map is shutout and the game type is shoddy snipers, which means my loadout will consist of a shotgun and a sniper rifle. I want to make this week's match a sniper match because apparently a lot of my friends watch my commentaries and started dogging me on my really bad sniping capabilities. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I just can't snipe the way I did in previous Halo games like 3 and 2. So I tried to step it up one time and show you guys some gameplay that makes me look way better than I really am at sniping. So hopefully I did a decent job. Now, something that I always tend to do in this map specifically that I should not do is down that long hallway, I just get stuck scoping in. Now, this is Halo. It's a very small map. It's very fast-paced, and you know, more than likely the spawn is just rotating constantly, right? And people get from point A to point B really quick. So I'm going to get beat down if I stay scoped in for so long. And worst case scenario, I get humiliated and assassinated. And that's just, no one needs that in their life. No one wants to be, assassinated. So my tip, and something I need to work on too, is just don't stay scoped in for too long. And I know it's really easy. Side note, I was completely unaware it was shoddy snipers up until that moment where that guy blasted me in the face with a shotgun. So always pay attention to what game type you're playing so you can avoid unnecessary deaths. Now, something that's hard for me to do that I always consistently do too is right there. I get sniped first. What I should be doing is like sitting back and just waiting for my shields to recharge. Most likely that guy, he has the beat on me. He knows where I'm at. He hit me first. He knows this, and it's a very low percentage chance that I'm going to be able to kill him. So I know it's hard in games like Halo and Call of Duty, but sit tight, be patient when you need to be. Slow it down. It'll bring up your kill death ratio just a little bit. Now, getting on to this week's topic. Yes, so Doug, it was on Nickelodeon, and it was a great show. I loved it. It was one of my favorite shows ever growing up as a child, and eventually, I watched every episode like 5 times over, as any kid did with any Nickelodeon show back then. Eventually, they announced that there was going to be new episodes of Doug, and it was going to be, I think, aired on Disney, right? I was excited. I was a fan of Disney, still am a fan of Disney, but man, was I wrong, and was I disappointed with the number of things that went on with this new version of Doug. For instance, right off the bat, like a really good coworker of mine, Sean Finnegan, always says, I'm a creature of habit. Well, when it comes to theme songs, I'm a creature of habit, and they added, for this new version of Doug, this weird whistling element to the theme song, which just completely destroyed it for me. I don't know, it just wasn't the same after that. Now, something that was cool was that they added a younger sister named Cleopatra for Doug. Now, Doug was a younger brother, which means that Doug having a younger sister, it creates an atmosphere for really cool story arcs and just a really cool new dynamic between the characters in this show. But Cleopatra did nothing. She just existed. She added nothing. She didn't do anything. I felt like it was a good opportunity that Disney just wasted away. Now, moving forward, Patty Mayonnaise. She was dark. They made her even darker. Why? Was that necessary at all? They gave her shorter hair. I'm not against women with short hair, but let's be honest, Patty, you cannot rock that short hairdo, and everyone knew that except for Disney. Now, Roger Klotz, right? He was the bully. He was broke in a trailer park home. They gave him lots of money. He was rich in Disney's version of Doug, and I don't know. I felt like that was the wrong move because even though he was broke in a trailer park home, he had a lot of power over the character Doug. He always bullied him and lowered down his self-esteem and ruined his chances with Patty whenever he could. I felt like he had a lot of power in general already, but just in a different way that wasn't money. Adding money into the discussion, I don't know, I just felt like it didn't really create anything cool in terms of storylines for that character. Now, a big no-no was with Skeeter. They gave him a weird purple vest, which is okay. That's pretty cool. I guess like if you just want to change things up, but the biggest mistake was the iconic lightning bolt symbol on Skeeter's shirt. They changed that to a 0. What was the point of that? At that moment, I just thought, I was like, okay, Disney is just changing things for the sake of being different, and it was just not necessary, and it hurt the, I don't know, I know it sounds weird, but it hurt the character to me more than it benefited him, just changing his outfit like that. They changed Doug's outfit just a tad. They gave him a longer white sleeves. They gave him longer shorts. I don't know, but thank goodness they, at least from what I remember, they didn't change Quail Man's outfit. That would have just been a huge no-no. So guys, my question to you guys for this week, we're gonna keep it a positive question because I know it seems kind of negative right now. Who is your favorite Doug character and why? Make sure to let me know in the comments down below, or better yet, tweet me at AlfredoIGN so I can retweet anything witty that you guys say. But getting back onto this week's discussion, the character Connie, one of Doug's friends, she lost a ton of weight, which good for her. But what's wrong with Thick Connie? What's wrong with Big Connie? Ain't nothing wrong with Big Connie. Again, just changing things for the sake of changing things. I think what their biggest mistake was, it was with the greatest fake band of all time, the Beats. They had great songs like I Need More Allowance and Killer Tofu, and I understand why they want to break them up. It could be some cool stories there, but I feel like it was more negative than positive because we didn't get any more cool new jams from these guys. Oh, I don't know. Disney, you just ruined that show for me. Anyways, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter at AlfredoIGN so you guys can play with me. And if you guys do good while I'm doing good, I'll give you guys a really nice teammate shout out. Or if you want to stay up to date with Halo Top 10 Kills of the Week and future commentary episodes. Or even better, just IGN originals that myself and Tim Geddes along with Alexis make, which can be pretty cool at times. I know this weekend we shot a very long zombie apocalypse IGN original series, which is going to be probably our longest original that we ever shot. I'll post up some really cool behind the scenes photos before that airs. But that does it for me. This is a 20-4 match, I believe. Make sure to like, subscribe, and to share this video when you guys can.